Last time on Will Save. Frustration mounts. As our imposter Lozu attacks our brave passengers, one thing is made clear. This Lozu won't make it easy on them. Shots are fired and a grenade is thrown, but the group is forced to go through the decoys one hologram at a time. One of the captives tries to make a break for it, but is shot down by Rick 19. Once exposed, the imposter quickly surrenders and reveals themselves to be yet another shapeshifter. What is this cargo that these pirates are willing to die for? Find out this time on Will Save.
Nick, you can put your hands down. We already clapped. The episode's already started. You're good.
You know what? I hate all of you with a virulent passion.
So for some reason today, when we start episodes, we go 3, 2, 1, and then we all clap. It helps us sync. And today, Nick just 3, 2, 1. We all clap, and then Nick claps. Time,
No,
after
even
time,
worse.
after time.
I blame the latency.
We all clapped and we're ready to roll, and then Nick puts his hands up to prepare to clap. I don't even know what it...
That's not true! That is patently not true!
This feels like the after
It
talk
just
show.
happened. It literally just happened.
Yeah.
This feels like the
I'm gonna
talk
throw
show that
something.
happens after the season where all the cast reunites and they talk about all the drama that happens. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like just happened.
I feel like it's a little premature.
Unlike your clapping.
It's not that big of a drama. You want to know what was big drama? Grenades and holographic clone ability last episode.
Yeah, that was bad. Let's move on.
Oh God,
that was a lot of
for the
crap.
reminder.
That was tough.
Grenades are
it was
stupid.
tough. But, I'm glad that we had that moment. It's good. It's good to get upset. It's good to dive into the rules.
I feel my skin
Push
like
the
slowly,
boundaries.
my blood like slowly boiling right now.
Okay, well then we don't need to talk about that.
Thinking about it.
We don't need to rehash the issue.
Like a grenade went off inside my heart.
Rick, where'd you get a hand grenade?
But I tried to throw it 20 feet. Anyways,
it was a tough combat last time. It was a tough combat.
Mm.
There was a lot that happened. And if you think about it, your characters are kind of worn thin. They've been going through a lot. As was pointed out by Mr. Will at one point, not Will Save, no relation.
Yes.
You have really only had one night's rest. You got on after some combat in the docking bay, in the hangar.
Yeah, this is super intense, honestly.
Yeah. And then the second day, you had a power outage. Nico was shot. You put somebody in a cargo bay. You went through and...
we locked somebody in a cargo crate.
In a cargo crate, that's right. You dealt with...
which is not that strange because he was a hostile person and we had nowhere to restrain him.
You're
I
right.
still hold by that.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
How are your characters feeling? Let's do a quick temperature check. Now that this combat has come to a pause, a beat, and you all have had several combats in a row. How are your characters feeling? Remember, you were in the gym. I'll do a little recap in a second, but I just want to see off the start how y'all are feeling.
Rick's doing okay. His health and resolve points are actually pretty good. And he's finally feeling like they've made progress in this mystery of just chaotic who's and what's. So like we're finally, getting somewhere with the information we were handed. That the GM didn't give us all of our information. I'm just kidding. That's a little bit of a Sorry.
I'm quite sure I gave you all the information that you needed and found
I
out
don't know.
at the time.
I'm going back and listening to these first episodes, and I'm like, wait, that person was a bad person, and why didn't we know more then, or why didn't we get more information?
Like who?
Well, I don't know.
Give me your theory.
The interactions with Trostnik were very strange. I still don't understand those ones. The whole peer side stuff was, I still can't put heads or tails to what happened there. With the way Algiata, we now know has been a Astrozoan the whole time. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still super confused on it, but I feel like we're finally getting. We got 2 of the 3 Astrozoans.
Will's shaking his head.
Nick killed one of them.
I think Dr. OK is just left with more questions as to why all these events are happening.
You're looking for the through line.
Yeah, I'm trying. Dr. OK is trying to piece together how this has to deal with what happened on the platform and what when they left and what it has to do with his colleague Dr. Bruchstakis.
Yeah, that's a big question. Are we
question.
being targeted?
Yeah.
Are our 4 characters, were we put onto the same ship for a reason, and that's why this is being targeted? Or is this commonplace among the stars in Starfinder that pirates just constantly steal ships and that kind of nonsense?
Let's ask the pirate. Kelly, your thoughts?
Yeah, Kelly. Or Heerz. How often do you guys just steal?
Is this common?
Cruise ships?
It's a fairly often affair, yeah, to be sure. Heerz is worried that they're after the relic for sure. So he feels like time is of the essence. And he's also extremely confused because Godwina claimed, at least before, that he killed her whole family. So
it's commonplace. We do it all the time, but I don't remember killing that person.
I mean, Heerz has killed a lot of people, but he doesn't remember that. So obviously that idea, I guess, is planted into her head, so he wants to get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, so Heerz is definitely on that target list for at least the pirates that came on board.
Yeah, it appears so.
What's Nico's stance? How's he doing?
Wait, who are we waiting to hear from? Sorry.
I think...
Oh, I am so sorry.
Nick. Kevin said,
sorry.
Nico, what's your theory?
Just came through.
Nico,
That just came through.
You
There
good?
is a lag. I'm sorry.
Is necessary.
So there is latency.
Often take my time to form a sentence.
Is that Nico or
right.
Dr. OK? I can't
My
tell.
theory? Okay. Status report on Nico. Nico's feeling a little worn thin. Health at 4 of 12. 4 of 16. Stamina at 4 of 12. Resolve 1 of 3. He's definitely feeling tired. But
yeah, I think you were shot last episode, or the episode before that. I think you were hit by the cavitation pistol.
And on top of that, Nico's feeling a little wiry and edging a little bit on paranoid. So he's starting to feel that. He's starting to feel a little take no chances type of vibe here.
Take no
interesting
chances.
A little cornered.
Yeah. And I mean, the first thing you did when you came on board was check to see if there were any warrants, for lack of a better term, out for you. Any bounties on your head, right? So this has been in the back of your mind, being slowly eroded away by all the suspicion.
I mean, his initial theory
between now and then.
His initial theory was this is just a pirate attack, but after hearing that some of the pirates have a little bit of prior knowledge of the people inside, he's kind of feeling he doesn't know that anymore. What happened to that pirate said he hears is also kind of shaking him a little bit.
How so?
The pirate had foreknowledge of Heerz. I mean, maybe that's because they were in concentric circles, but maybe that's also due to the fact that the pirates knew who was aboard. They knew who was on the ship, and they targeted it for that reason. So he's kind of feeling a little cornered, a little paranoid, and a little bit more dangerous as a result. Take no chances, vibe.
Kev, you look like you're about to say something.
No, I got nothing.
Heerz, go ahead.
I'm just gonna say something must be remotely controlling some of these people. I think with like Lozu just staring at a wall a few episodes ago, and then Godwina doing what she did. So yeah, there might be like some puppet master somewhere, perhaps, which is kind of creepy.
Did we check Godwina's ID? Like, is she actually Godwina?
I think so, but I think that
I mean,
we're
taking their word that there's only 3 of those Astrozoans, and what if they're all Astrozoans? They're called the Starfishers, for Christ's sake.
Because they fish among the stars.
All this is a little fishy to me.
Sorry, sorry, Will. What?
Wait, is that a punishment?
It's not unlike them.
I don't
I
think
vote for that.
Is that a pun though?
Yeah, because it's a starfish.
It's a little fishy.
All
Something
right,
seems a
fair
little
enough,
fishy.
yeah.
I don't think it's
No?
punishment.
Sorry, Nick. I don't think you got
Gonna
it.
vote no. Sorry, Nick.
I don't know if it was punny enough.
Dr. OK, what were you saying when we rudely interrupted you?
Nothing really of consequence.
Nothing
other
really
than,
of consequence. It's usually never true.
Agreement, general agreement, fishiness.
Fishiness, yeah. Fishmongers.
Yeah.
Who knows? Well, I think with that, I think we should keep this ball rolling, this train going. Maybe more answers will come along the way. Maybe just more questions.
Probably not.
Who knows?
This dice rolling.
Some dice rolling. Actually, I just came up with this. I think it'd be cool. What dice are you rolling today? It's kind of like your dice of the day. What's your dice?
My dice are always the Starfinder dice from. Why'd you ask that question?
How dare you, John? Why did you ask that question?
Are you blaming
Why?
me for your failure to remember the name of the dice manufacturer?
because I have a terrible memory. Is it Q Factory? Or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
Q something. Q Workshop.
Q Workshop. I'm so sorry, Q Workshop. I blame John.
How?
All right. I'll take the hit.
Oh, it's even. Well, I'm even dumber. It's on my dice tower because I also have.
That's
a dice
still
tower.
my fault. So it's
Yeah.
2 points of will damage
Yeah.
to me.
I'm just not observant as a human person. My perception rolls are negative.
Will?
I'm rolling with the dice goblin. It's gotta collect new things, shiny toys.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I got these UR wizards.
Oh, those are
very
great.
explicit gold, glittery,
Nice.
pink and blue aquamarine.
They nice.
Bioluminescence.
They nice.
And it says yeet when I get a 20.
Which is great.
And I'm rolling a dice tower from Maker on Thingiverse, and I'll
link
shout
him.
out his name
We'll link
on
them.
social media.
Yeah.
It's a really dope ass dice tower.
Oh, the skull.
Yeah.
Nice. It's
It
intense.
wouldn't be the Butterskull Ranch dice that you've been keeping from Kelly, would it be?
No.
that Kelly's character in D&D has been waiting for a long time to go to.
What?
Very long time.
They're actually like in the front of the store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get your own
painful.
Butterskull
That
Will
works.
is taunting Kelly.
Painful memories. Yeah.
What is this ranch you speak of?
Nick Kelly. Yeah.
I have. I am rolling digital dice today, but I did find my a D20 that I got from a Magic the Gathering
Nice.
deck release event, which is pretty cool. So
That's
measuring
cool.
I'll use
life.
that next time.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nick?
Do you play Magic the Gathering?
I used to.
just sort of. Yeah, occasionally.
Okay.
Casual.
Dabbler.
I think I have it.
I never got into it.
I
but I
a
have
few
friends that
decks.
The dice that I am rolling is the same dice. It's the same set of dice that Kev has given me. The Starfinder dice. The official Starfinder dice.
From Q Workshop.
Nice. Which AP was it that you had, Nick? Do you remember, Kev?
No, I don't remember.
What color are they, Nick?
They are navy blue, or midnight blue, or galaxy blue, or some form, shade.
I think
blue.
that's the Signal of Screams AP. I think that's the Signal of Screams
Okay.
official.
I still have the ones for Kelly.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, those are the dice that I really want to roll.
Those are something of
I gotta
flames or
go.
flames or something.
oh yeah. Will, do you have the threefold conspiracy die?
I believe I do.
Because that's what I'm rolling. Yeah,
The
Who
gray
did I
ones,
give?
right?
yeah, the gray and yellow ones. They're nice. I'm also rolling some BLM die from Heartbeat Dice. They're cool.
Heartbeat.
For your hearts.
Could you
Hearts.
show us?
Yeah. One of them,
Heartbeat.
the crit says BLM, and the other one is a raised fist. They're black and yellow.
Cool.
Yeah. pretty
What
cool.
was that
Cool.
giant gold one that I saw?
This one. That's the Kraken
Oh
die.
my gosh.
Dude,
Oh,
it
that's so
weighs
cool.
a pound. They're great. They're only like $25 or $30.
How do
Kraken.
you... I mean, we can't even roll that in person, man. I think
No,
it would
you
just
throw
break
it.
the table.
Well, that's why I rolled on the dice tray. Let's see if I can capture it with the mic. Hold on, I'm gonna move the mic towards it. Yeah, it sounds a lot. Let's see. I'm just gonna turn off the music. Sorry, right here we go.
What are we rolling for?
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That's
Oh my god.
the die.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty intense. Yeah,
Okay. Don't roll that.
don't roll that. I'm trying to be sneaky with my rolls, and I roll that one. Yeah.
I'll get a new foundation.
Oh,
And-
my.
Foundation for your garage. So let's dive in and do a quick recap for us and for all the listeners. So if you go back in your minds a couple episodes, a couple weeks, think about how after discovering the body of the real Captain Ramim, and what a crazy moment that was, and discovering the true shape-shifting nature of the Vesk bounty hunter Drostanek in a secret storage hold. You unveiled the insidious plot of a group of pirates known as the Starfishers, bent on raiding the Chimera, as they do with many other ships, along its route to Absalom Station. Along its route to Absalom Station.
Is it route or
Is it
route?
Route or route?
Well, it's not root or whatever you were saying. It's a very
It
odd
could-
pronunciation.
Yeah, I was like, route.
Perhaps.
I'll probably just clip it out,
the-
and then every time I
the
try and
route.
say it, we'll only
The
say that.
route
The route to Absalom Station.
to Absalom Station.
Station. No
The route,
sooner
you mean.
than this had become known, this route to Absalom Station, that there was a small breach explosion above you, signaling likely the beginning of the raid. You travel along the spine of the ship in a secret access tube and emerged to find yourself in the starboard cargo bay, where the raid had already reached. The crew, Song, the cook, was dead. You encountered and captured two pirates, Sabrina and Godwina, the latter of whom cannot remember the details of their vitriol for Heerz. Now, in an effort to secure the ship, you check in on some noise and something in the gym, only to find two first mate Lozu Pahirs. However, it becomes swiftly clear that one of them is a part of the raid, and a difficult fight ensues. And despite helpful boosts by Dr. OK and some trick attacks from Nico and some strong attacks from Heerz and Rick, the imposter's holographic abilities wear down your patience and your nerves. Finally, they seem to relent. And as we go in, I'm going to bring us over to roll 20. I'll remind you that they seemed to relent, raise their hands, drop their pistol, go to one knee, and confess, responding to Rick's previous question, "Who are you?" And they say, "I am called Wem." And now we're here in the gym, and this not Lozu is on one knee. Rick standing to the right, Heerz immediately in front. The presumably real Lozu unconscious on the mat behind you. Nico, Dr. OK in the room, and the two pirates bound on the floor. What do you all do? I am called Wem.
Yeah, Rick keeps his gun trained on Wim. And he's gonna tell here. Well, no, because the problem is it's an Astro Zone. Is it still looking like Lozu?
Still looks like Lozu, and if you'll recall, there's one Lozu, the one unconscious, who's wearing the same outfit that you remember she's been in the whole time. This Lozu is just wearing casual station wear.
So Rick is gonna look at not Lozu and say, "Return to your actual form."
Who's to say that I have an actual form?
Return to your actual form. And he rolls an intimidation as he kind of clenches his gun.
Okay.
Natural 20 on that one.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
With a +3 to intimidate. So 23 for intimidation.
23 for intimidation. Give me, all of you, a sense motive.
On Rick?
No, on not.
So I roll a bluff?
No,
Okay.
on not the Lozu.
3.
3. Really perceptive.
Yeah, with my +1. Yeah. It's pretty sad.
Yeah, I got a 4.
4?
My -1.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be an 11 for me.
Shit.
11.
26.
26. All right. Dr. OK, as soon as Rick prods this not Lozu, you see something in their face change, just like a ripple go over their skin, and you see their face clench. And in an instant, you see one of their hands reach down and grab a switchblade that is at their hip.
Watch out!
And they go to strike at Rick. And with that watch out, there's no surprise round, but you will need to roll for initiative.
Seriously?
Yes.
If you put the damn clones out again, I'm quitting. I'm just done walking away.
All right.
So, sorry, what, rolling initiative?
We are rolling for initiative.
Nico,
Here's
14.
a 2.
Ooh.
Rick rolled a 6,
Oh.
so that's a 10.
Okay.
Dr.
10
OK
for Rick.
got
Sorry,
19 on the die for 20.
20 for Dr. OK. Nico, what'd you get?
14.
14. Okay. Man, I am excited.
Oh, and correction, I didn't have my laser out. I actually have my great axe out.
Okay. Well, it's still pretty as threatening, I have to say.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely still threatening. Let's see.
If not more threatening.
If not more threatening.
And it does more damage.
All right.
Quite.
Cool. Excellent, excellent stuff. So with that watch out, Dr. OK, well done. I'm going to say that, Rick, you were able to notice this and have enough time to react. So there's not going to be a surprise round because I think that watch out was a solid one. I didn't even prompt you.
Thank you, Will.
You just went right for it. You didn't pause. You didn't hesitate. First thing you said, that was a good character roleplay moment, and I want to give it to you. I want to acknowledge that. So with that said, we are going to go into combat, though. It is the top of round 1, part 2, is what we're going to call it. Dr. OK, you see Sabrina, her eyes, the human pirate that's sitting crisscross applesauce back near the door, her eyes, whereas she was looking at the ground, her eyes now perk up and look, and she's paying very close attention to what is going on. But she does not seem surprised. It is not Lozu's turn, or rather Wem, that we shall call them. And Wem is going to slash at Rick. Can they hit Rick? Let's find out. What's your KAC?
15.
Okay, 23 hits. Damn. So that is going to be 5 points of damage as the switchblade slams into your leg and they stand up, pivoting on their heel, taking you not by surprise, but still hitting you. And that makes me very happy. With that, they are going to take a guarded step back and to out of the way of Rick and of Heerz to avoid an attack of opportunity. and it is going to be Dr. OK's turn. What are you doing, Dr. OK? You know this creature is probably low on health, desperate, and fighting for its life.
I see. So they would have partial. So I would have to. Okay.
They probably have partial cover from Heerz. Soft cover. Thank
Soft
you.
cover.
Thank you, rules lawyer. So what do you want to do, Dr. OK?
Did I notice anything at any point?
No, I don't think so. You had done a mysticism check last episode, I think it was, or maybe 2 episodes ago, to see what you knew, and that's when you realized that they were likely an astrozoan, I believe. So, but you didn't notice anything.
Mysticism or life science?
It was a life science, although I thought I had heard the word mysticism, but maybe we were just talking about rules. As we do. It's fine.
Yeah, so I'm going to move and then shoot not Lozu with a pharmacological inhibitor.
Oh, no way. What's it going to do? What is the inhibitor?
The pharmacological inhibitor induces a mild hallucinogen into a living creature's body, making it difficult for the target to move or act. Target gains the encumbered condition, but also succeed at a fortitude save, or also gain the entangled condition.
Wow. I like it. All right. Roll to hit. This could be a game changer.
14.
14 against...
Casey.
Ooh, just missed. It hits and then seems to go into their leg and then fall out and doesn't inject. You just missed. It was KAC 15 to get it. I'll tell you. This close. This close. Your silence tells me everything. It speaks volumes.
I'm very sad right now.
I'm very sad right now. Nico, unless you wanted to do anything else with your turn, Doctor. Okay.
I mean, is it of any use to do a life science identify creature? Like, I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
I have that information.
Yeah, I think you already have everything that you need to know, but I'm happy to see if there's anything else to give you if you really want to make that roll. There's not much else to find out, I'll be honest. Maybe their class, maybe a couple like abilities that they have, which is not many. You kind of already know.
They don't have any class.
Wow, rude.
Punishment? Come on. Come on, I'm with it.
I vote yes.
Sure.
I vote no.
Oh, come on, everyone else.
You are
John votes no.
John, you're a spoiled sport.
I'm a what?
Wait, Will's vote.
Will is abstaining,
I think Will's mad at me because it didn't hit.
Oh, that's a thumbs up.
Yeah,
So
he's just mad because it didn't hit, so that's fine. I thought it had to be 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's okay.
I moved to strike John from all punishment votes.
Vote no.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote no for that. That's fine. You can't just vote me out.
It's in your best interest to always vote nay, John.
It's that's not necessarily true. I thought that was good, but I didn't think it was punishment worthy. That's all I'm going to say.
You're picky.
I am picky. I need to be.
Did I get the punishment or not?
He needs a real coroner.
Somebody use
what
that.
he needs.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. Somebody could use that.
Yeah.
That could change somebody's life. Literally, that could save somebody's life. Nico, what are you doing with your turn?
Nico's going to do a trick attack here.
Okay.
So he's going to do a bluff check.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to do a bluff check to see if he succeeds. And he's going to try to do a non-lethal shooting attack here.
Okay. So the
Non-lethal
bluff.
on the trick attack.
Yeah, so the bluff, I need to roll and meet a DC, right, to see whether I succeed against the bluff. Or no,
Yep.
you make the bluff check 20 plus your target CR. Sorry, that's right.
Yep.
So yep,
And you take a -4 penalty for making it non-lethal.
on the attack
Not
roll.
on the attack, not on the bluff.
Correct. What'd you get on your bluff?
17 on the die. Plus 8. That's 25.
Yeah, that meets it. Alrighty, so that was successful. Now, give me your attack -4.
All right. He's only going to shoot with 1, by the way.
All right, give me that roll, -4.
Actually, only -1 at the end of the day because I got the +3.
Right,
Shooting
but
with 1.
the -4 is in there. That's the whole point.
What's the EAC, John?
I'm not going to tell you the
Little
EAC. That's not how
Sabrina.
this works, Nick. You need to tell me the roll. I see.
Oh, man.
By the way,
Good try, Nick.
He's
But
trying to trick
That's
you.
it. That's a 16 total.
I'm
16
picky, Nick,
total.
remember? 16 against EAC. That's a hit.
Yep.
Well done. So the target will be flat-footed, and you will add an additional D4 of damage to that roll. This could be it. This could be the moment.
This is 3 on
Just
the
to,
damage
just
die,
to,
Yeah.
and 2. That's 5 damage total.
5 damage total. You see the shot hit their arm, and they do not go down. They're still up, but they're close.
Oh, my gosh.
Nico, well done. You take the shot, but they're not down. They seem very close, as if the next shot could take them down. The next person is technically Godwina, but correct me if I'm wrong, they're unconscious.
I was going to ask
from
for
Rick.
an update on her status.
Yeah, she's still unconscious. You shot with Nico, I think, shot with a non-lethal against Godwina.
No, I think it was me.
It was you?
I
No, that was, yeah.
blasted
I
her
didn't
in the
do that.
back as she was running away.
Yeah, horrible. You don't shoot people in the back. What are you doing? You just let them run.
They're
It's
running
fine.
away? Yeah, that's true.
Lozu, also unconscious from having a critical failure and knocking herself back in the head with a recoil, falling unconscious. Rick, your turn.
Rick is pissed. He's already asked her to stand down.
He's already
And
he's been pissed about the clones?
Everything.
Everything.
Absolutely everything. And now he's got this, his mechanical blood leaking out of his leg.
Ooh.
And so before he moves up to strike, he's going to roll a perception check on Sabrina.
Okay.
I got a 6 plus, what is my perception? It's a 5, so it's an 11.
She seems like she's just chilling, bound, crisscross applesauce.
Well, I'm glad I wasted that roll on her perception.
Yes.
So then Rick is going to shout, keep an eye on Sabrina. And then he's going to turn to Dr. OK and say, check Lozu. Make sure she's okay. And then he's just going to baseball bat this giant great axe and swing at not Lozu.
From 10 feet away?
No, I'm going to move up.
Okay. I kind of picture you, taking one of those skipping strides where you're just swing. Yeah.
How about the forward somersault?
Yeah, yeah.
God.
That quick shot. Quick
Well,
fire Scott.
I burned my punishment. That's a +1. I have a +4 to hit, but I rolled a 2. So that doesn't hit.
Something about the skip. Maybe there's a little lip there from the mat up to the rest of it, and you just tripped a little bit, stumbled. It's fine.
Swing and a miss.
That's why they call you misstep. It's all good.
Oh!
Ouch!
Quick
that one's
fire.
gonna stick. I think that one's gonna stick, Kev.
Quick fire and
Better than
misstep.
Murderbot.
Tune in next time for the adventures of Quick Fire and Misstep.
Is misstep a murderbot?
Misstep and, yeah,
It's Miss MS dot
misstep.
and then step.
Yep. I like it. I like it.
that's putty enough, maybe.
Man, out of nowhere,
It was good.
we are just all going for puns. I'm still going to vote no on that miss. I'm sorry.
Puns are fun.
Heerz, what are you doing?
Heerz walks up to not Lozu and is going.
Can you end this?
Yeah, that's what Heerz wants to do for sure. So he's gonna roll with his dueling sword,
Okay.
and he's gonna do a non-lethal attack.
Man, you guys are really about the non-lethal here. You guys are...
I want to solve this mystery.
You went
So
from
that's,
throwing people in crates to just not killing people.
Throwing somebody in a crate is a non-lethal move.
I didn't
Yeah,
really specify,
that was a mercy.
but
we could have just thrown him out the airlock.
I don't know
half the
what
group
I don't know
wanted to
what not Lozu's HP is at. I don't care. I was hitting it.
All right, Doctor. Okay.
I was trying to.
Dr. Lethal. It's good.
No, I was just simply injecting with a painful injection to dissuade her from further antagonizing us. See,
Come on, Heerzy. Hit her hard.
Here's he.
All right, so that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah,
and
that's a
4
hit.
damage.
Yeah.
yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're trying to do. That's a hit. And how much
I like
damage
it,
did you do
Yes.
with your hit? Here's he.
4.
4
damage.
non-lethal damage. What do you do?
Heerz is going to try to avoid the chest of not Lozu and just kind of come in and stab the side, to avoid the organs.
Got it.
Yeah, like on the side of her body. Yeah.
And as that happens, you hear, and they put their hands on the bench that is in front of them and collapse onto their knees as they fall unconscious, but stable because you took them down.
Ooh, yeah.
Seriously though, that guy was seriously really dumb.
Who's keeping an eye on Sabrina? Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
Dumb move.
A
What's
dumb
Sabrina
move to
doing?
try and surprise you, and then take Rick down
To
a
be
little
fair,
more.
With a
to be
knife
fair,
the size
Heerz-
of like a pencil. What's
Well,
up?
the tactical switchblade did hit, and dealt
And
5 damage.
Rick actually helped. He distracted her with the big swing and miss. And that's why you were able to hit. That's the only reason.
Whatever you got to do to justify it, misstep. Whatever you got to do to justify it.
That's right.
All right, yeah, okay, Rick. I believe you.
As soon as that happened, you hear a small click off to the south of the wall here near the mat. And maybe something about the way that they fell seemed to trigger something. And there's a small door that you never noticed swings open. And you can see inside are 2 more of the Mark 1 healing serums that have the diorama words written on it. Dr. OK, you are right near them. You can see 2 Mark 1 healing serums in this little alcove in the wall.
I take them. I must find the origin, how they came on this ship. Is Lozu?
She's
can I
unconscious.
check her.
Yeah.
So can I do first aid or?
Yeah. You would probably, you can either use your kit to give her first aid, or you can give her one of the healing serums.
I can just give her a healing serum. Sure.
She sits up, looks around. You can tell that out of everything that's happened, she is just as frazzled as you are because she has been trying to deal with the same threats and the same confusion that the 4 of you have for the same amount of time. And she looks at Dr. OK and says, what happened? Is everything okay? And she kind of sits up, sits on her elbows, takes a deep breath.
We have a imposter that do you remember what happened?
Yeah.
What's the last thing you remember?
Well, the last thing I remember was trying to shoot at this imposter, and then I think I misfired and the gun hit me. But before that, I woke up and she kind of brushes some hair, tries to focus her eyes. I heard that explosion, and I rushed to the bridge to try and get a damage report from the captain, but these 2 pirates had gotten there before me. It looked like they had Captain Ramim at gunpoint, but then he transformed into a
They
creature.
are shapeshifters,
Yeah,
astrozoans.
like that one. And all of you look down, and Wem has started to move back into that weird amorphous pink shape that you saw Trostanek go into. I was so surprised. I nearly dropped dead. Ramin greeted the pirates and had them follow along to find the professor's relic in the port cargo hold, and I ducked out of sight. I started looking for others that I could trust to help.
As she says all that, Rick shoots a look at Sabrina and marches over towards her and like grabs her by the arm and kind of throws her towards Lozu and says like, "You did not say anything about the relic. Tell us more." And like pushes her like kind of on the ground.
To Sabrina?
Like I want to move Sabrina towards Lozu.
Okay.
So whatever role I have to do that.
That's fine. You're able to pick her up, and she goes willingly. She kind of catches herself. She doesn't let herself fall if you're trying to push her. And as soon as she comes into view, Lozu's eyes widen, and she sees Sabrina. Yes, I almost got caught by one. She was one of 3, and I hid in here, but then there must have been something that happened, and then that one That one found me, and she points over at Wem, not Lozu. I can't believe Ramim was always so friendly.
Lozu,
So nice.
I am sorry to tell you, but Ramim is dead. These shapeshifters have taken over the bodies, the appearance of the bodies.
She puts her heads in her hands, and you can see a few tears, and she wipes them away. Now's not the time.
Can I roll a sense motive on that?
Yeah. On Lozu?
I got a 5.
I'll roll 2.
5. Okay. Those weren't
Correct.
Dr. or Nico?
19.
19. Yeah, they seem like real tears. She seems like she is flabbergasted, though not. She is actually surprised, actually flabbergasted that who she thought she had trusted and had just fought off some sort of takeover from Jim Chiroka and the goblins. That same person turned out to not be that person, and you're saying that the captain is dead, and whoever that was is not them. That seems genuine. Sabrina looks up at you, Rick, and says, I had no idea about this relic. I was not, nor have I been on board the ship. I think that's her voice. I have not been aboard the ship.
I thought she was Irish. She had an Irish accent. I'm just kidding.
No.
Come on,
Here's his role. Sense motive on her.
Get it together.
She was not Irish. She was definitely not Irish. If anything, she was a little British, but she had this very explicit tone where everything is just a little crispy when she talks.
I'm going to roll sense motive on that, on her statement.
Okay.
It is
Roll
5, though.
She seems genuine.
Okay.
What is everyone thinking? What are you doing? Lozu is trying to recover. Godwina and Wem are unconscious. Sabrina is sitting up.
I think
I would like to search this panel where this gear appeared.
Okay.
Heerz is going to look at the package that he picked up from Trostnik's body.
Okay, so we got package. We got looking at the alcove. Rick, you were saying something?
Yeah, Rick is going to just kind of speak out loud and say, we need to secure these prisoners. How do we secure the Astrozoan properly?
You could guess, with the shape-shifting, I'll say this. Let me double-check the Alien Archive, too. I don't know that they necessarily can, shapeshift out of anything, but I'm checking. Meanwhile, continue
They can squeeze through a vent. We know that.
They can squeeze.
Sabrina's conscious, correct?
She is
She
conscious.
is, yeah.
Okay.
What would you like, Quickfire?
Nico's coming over to Sabrina, and he's going to be like, do you know who I am? And he's going to be very aggressive in his questioning. He's done now. He's fed up.
We could trap them in an airlock, conceivably.
Hold on. Doctor, okay, I might need you in a second if you can whip up a truth serum here. Do you know who I am?
I don't have anything like that. That sounds like hocus pocus.
I'm sure there's a way. I just don't know if you're,
I'll say
experienced
that they
enough to do
can
it.
squeeze. So, yeah, they can move through an area as small as 1/4 their space without squeezing, or 1/8 their space without squeezing. So you need to get a very tight constriction in order to...
which would be an airlock.
You could do that. There is an airlock through...
Well, we don't have time. We need to get to the cargo bay or the bridge, now, because
We need to
there's
get
still
to
people.
the bridge. This
Well, no, they're-
Give me a wisdom
they're in the
check,
cargo
Rick.
bay. Wisdom check? My wisdom's low. That's not fair.
Well, you were the one who just said that, so... And you were the one that was
Which
asking.
means I'm on to something. I got 11.
I was just going to say, from Lozu's story just now and from everything that was said in the time that's passed, you would guess that if you wanted to apprehend them with the relic, they're more likely to be in the cargo bay than they are at the bridge still.
And Rick, knowing that these two want that relic, he's going to say, they're after the relic, and it is in the port cargo bay.
Nico's
Well,
hoping-
then we're
hoping
going
to
there
trigger-
next.
Nico, you walk over to Sabrina. I want to make sure that we go over this. You walk over to Sabrina and shout, "Do you know who I am?" And she looks at you and says, "I did not know you before you were Quickfire, so no, I don't know who you are."
Roll sense motive on that one. I got a 13. Sorry, 12.
sense motive. That is a 17.
She doesn't know who you are before then. She seems truthful.
How did Godwina know Heerz?
You'd have to ask her, but then again, she doesn't remember.
Is that how Sabrina says it?
No, I'm telling you as the GM. But if you want to ask, you're asking Sabrina, how does Godwina know Heerz? Sorry.
That's how I took that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roleplay, John. Jeez.
Wow. Well, Nick didn't really say it in his. Nick went from up here with like, "Do you know who I am?" to like, "How does he know who Godwina was actually instead?" So I was like, "Are you asking?"
I'll give you that.
That's
yeah.
fair. Nico, you asked that.
Nick.
Sabrina says, "I do not know. She's never mentioned it before today."
Aside from the relic, what are you guys after here? Speak now. I have
Everything
no
on the
patience.
ship. I was just speaking. We are after everything that's on the ship. I
Rick's
did not
gonna
know about
assist
some
with
relic.
intimidation. Nope, I don't assist.
Okay.
Rick goes to push her and kind of slips, and misses her shoulder.
She doesn't even notice.
Um,
I don't know what else there is. I board these ships. I take what I want. I leave the ships. And that is the entire story.
All right. So,
How do you select your ships?
I am not usually the one to select the ships. I'm told
Why
what ships.
a ship?
I don't know. She raises her locked hands. I don't know.
why work for these starfish heads? Come on, speak quickly. I don't have time for this crap.
She takes what she wants.
I take what I want. I live a life in which I can do what I want, and if I want to hurt people, I hurt them, and if I don't, I don't. I just take what I want, and I move on.
And if
We need to move now. We need to get to that port cargo bay. What should we do with them? We can't take them with us.
Nico's just
Do we just kill them? And that's a bluff.
Do we just slaughter this one and leave her behind?
Nico's just like,
Assist with that, Doctor? Okay. So, real quick, let's just make sure we're good. Rick, you're bluffing. Or Dr. OK, you're assisting. Nico, what were you going to say?
Nico is just going to say, I'm good with killing them. And he's just going to knock her unconscious and just have her. That's just going to be it for her. She's going to knock him
now
out.
she can't answer any questions.
Okay, that's fine. I will say that you are able to do that.
No point in bluffing.
Yeah, there's no roll. What was your bluff roll, Kev?
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Nope. 9.
9. Okay. That is the last thing that Sabrina heard as Nico is knocked out. So
now we have 3 unconscious pirates. What do we do?
Let's store him in the
We
same
need to get to
split.
that cargo bay.
Let's store him in that same space that we found those health packs, and let's get to the bridge. I'm sick of this crap. Let's go finish this.
Oh yeah, how big is that health pack storage? Can we do that?
What?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. What is
Yeah,
this
let's shove the
alcove?
astrozoan in the
that's like a
health
little shelf.
locker.
It's not
Yeah, but they squish.
sure if you want. You pick them up, you put them in there, and you shut the door, and you put some weights up against it, and it doesn't move.
Well, let's see that.
I mean, I don't know. I suppose I could hit him with a pharmacological inhibitor too.
Sure. You want to do that?
Why?
Some
Lozu,
Why can't we
do
just
you want
kill
to come
him?
with us or stay here and guard the prisoners?
His body suits our story also. He's a murderous fucking pirate. I'm fine with just I don't want real world security.
So you all are.
If anybody's feeling squeamish about the wet work, I'll handle it.
Lozu, what are your thoughts?
I want to check on the other passengers. I want to secure the bridge, and I think you all should go find out what's up with the relic.
I don't think so, Lozu. Last time we left you to handle the bridge, we found you here. At this point, no one's safe going around by themselves. You least of all. You're coming with us. Everybody now is coming with us. There's either Team Us or there's Team Dead.
Roll whatever you think is that phrase.
I will
Whether that's
assist.
intimidation,
roll something.
Diplomacy.
bluff, diplomacy. That sounded like intimidation, so I think you're going to need to roll
Sounded like
intimidation.
diplomacy.
I mean, just my thoughts on
Sounded
this
like
is that
diplomacy.
Lozu
That's
is.
Nick's diplomacy.
Yeah.
We know for a fact that this is the real Lozu now, and we have a really good thought that she's a good guy. We don't have to worry about her. She's not a great combatant, and she's not very smart when it comes to her actions. That doesn't mean she's a bad person.
Oh, I'm not
We don't have to worry about her.
I'm not threatening her. I'm reminding her of the reality here. She just about died here.
Oh, okay. I thought that sounded threatening. To
That
me.
did sound
Sorry.
threatening.
I know the tone. I know the
Oh,
tone
I
might have
thought
sound. I know the tone might have sound threatening, but he's really just trying to be very kind of harsh and very kind of just in her face. Like, this is the reality here.
Well,
There's either team us or team dead.
the town was threatening, so I think you need to roll a diplomacy check.
The town.
The town was threatening. The town of Lozu here.
So
That's
That's a third-
I assisted. I succeeded.
that's a 13
I
on the
assisted
die.
with a 14.
That's a
13,
13
so
on
plus
the
4,
dice.
that's a 7 to
That's
17.
That's 17 plus 8 on my diplomacy check, so that's a 25.
Plus 8. Okay. 25. Yeah. She looks down and says, you know what? You're right, Nico. You're right. I don't ever think that there was not a team us, but I'm glad that you're fighting for the ship like I am. And she stands up. She grabs her pistol. And she says, Do you know what this relic is?
No clue, but we're
If you have any idea, you should tell us now.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
That was not a question as if I knew. That was just a question.
Who has the most
You
information?
got a 12 on sense motive there? Sorry, 11 on sense motive?
She just asked you and said, do you know what this relic is?
Yeah. We need to move.
let's go.
And Rick kind of steps over and he kind of looks around and says, like, what do we do with these prisoners? We can't just leave them on their own. They'll escape.
Well, they are.
Let's use the idea to shove them in the space. Let's do that.
You guys go on
The
ahead.
one's in there.
You guys
I
go
don't-
on ahead. I'll be right behind you.
You better roll bluff on that one. Rick can't just like openly walk away from you murdering people.
Yeah. Lowe's is going to say,
Because,
I'm
being
sorry,
the murder bot
Nico.
and everything.
They are bound. I think the best thing to do is to lock these doors here and to leave them in here.
Don't kill the dwarf.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just lock him in.
Is there any way we can tie them up
Let's
inside
go.
the airlock?
Let's go.
So, okay, we'll take a few minutes to bunch them all up in the corner.
Okay.
And then we'll lock the doors on this side, and I'm going to exit this side.
That's what Lozu does too. She
Nico-
walks over with you and leaves.
Nico's going to make a
And we can
suggestion.
secure these doors, like,
The
confidently.
same.
Yeah, she actually walks over, and as she walks over, she looks at you, Rick, and she actually reaches up and holds up her wrist to the door, and it shuts, and she looks over at you and says, there's something that you all should have. I have it as well. And she pulls out a key, and she says, this will unlock any door on the ship. I have a chip that allows me to do that. Only I and the captain could have
Rick
that.
nods. He's going to turn around and
Nice.
walk back the other way to that one restricted door we couldn't get into earlier.
So you
I'm
leave
kidding.
through the
I'm
locked
kidding.
door and go to that restricted door.
As soon as he gives it the thing,
He's like, sweet, let's do it.
So,
All right.
No.
John.
So this door is like confidently locked. There's nobody can get in unless they have
As
access.
soon as, is Lozu going to go? What's the plan? We're going to the cargo bay?
Going straight to the relic, wherever it may be.
I think we should go to the port cargo bay and find out what's going on.
Yes.
And as you are about to leave, she
Yes.
says, I'm concerned that there's something larger. And she almost she freezes for a second. She tries to say it. Her brain is clearly trying to work, but it's a little odd. And she says, something has been happening aboard the ship, and I don't know what it is. The professor was acting strangely yesterday. I checked on him, and he was almost catatonic, mumbling. I can't remember. I can't.
Similar
remember.
to what you were doing in the hall the last time we saw you.
What was I doing in the hall?
You were glaring at the wall.
John, I'm going to roll mysticism
Okay.
on this.
Okay.
Good call.
she
That's a 19.
19. Yeah. You are not sure why these things are connected. It could be magic. Also
Does this
seems
let
like
you sense, like, can you feel magic, or is that like sense magic is a
that's like
sorry, I'm not playing a spellcaster, so I don't know enough about them.
Is it physical science or?
It would
or
be like
life
saying,
science?
are there any reasons why magic could help out with this? Sure, magic could cause something like this to happen, but it seems equally as likely that it's not. It seems really like anything. The 19 doesn't shed any light on.
My question was, like, there is a sense magic, like spell or feat or something, right?
I think you can detect magic, yeah, but that's
Detect
not
magic,
what
yeah.
I think you were doing. Or
Yeah. Like, that's a spell that exists.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then she looked back and just says, I tell you because, well, I don't know what will happen, but I'm glad that we are facing this together. And she nods and then starts to leave.
Can I do perception or no, is it wisdom? Like, can I sense at all that she's under somebody else's control?
Sure. I can say that you can, but you don't sense that, is what I'll say.
I mean, like, I don't think she's under somebody's control now, but like, there's a feeling that like somebody else can take control of her. And in combat, that'd be just bad to have her next to us if she's going to turn.
Got it. What would that be? That might be mysticism. That might also be maybe physical science. It depends on how you want to view it through, whatever lens you want to view it through. Like, what do you think is the means by which they would control them, and then make that roll? That's my suggestion.
Yeah, Rick doesn't have any. He's just rolling in his head about, like, Jesus, he doesn't trust anybody.
Okay.
It's all just going to come back and bite us.
Heerz and Nico, what are you thinking?
Here's think it could possibly be a technological control. You could roll computers to like see if there's anything going on with that. That's like a 26.
Yeah,
an
Nico
engineering.
agreed on that.
26. Okay.
That's a 20 for Nico.
Oh yeah.
20 for Nico. So it sounds like you got around 30, maybe? Sounds like you got a lot. Okay.
Nice.
So, do you think that computers could cause somebody to control? Is that the question? Did I interpret that correctly?
More along the lines of
If it's
Go for
Is there something in her...
integrated in her neurological system or something like that, but some tech.
Got it. You don't, without like doing a full scan of her or, like cutting her open to see, there's no way for you to know. I'm going to move you guys over to the big map.
While we're all doing that, Rick puts away his axe, straps it to his back, pulls out his artillery laser, and reloads the battery on it.
Okay. Reloads the battery. Anybody else want to do any prep? We have, don't forget that you have some healing serums. Does anybody need healing?
I need some healing, please.
Does healing cure stamina?
10 minutes would cure stamina. If you guys want, during that time of locking up and putting people away, the thing is that I think for that 10 minutes you need to be doing nothing. Like, you can't even be exerting yourself. But if you wanted to take 10 minutes, you can take 10 minutes.
Then, Rick will state that, like, before we leave that room, he's going to say, like, I just need to rest for 10 minutes.
You all agreed on that and do some healing as well?
I'm okay, yeah.
I mean,
Cool.
I don't, sure.
Is there a
Can.
limitation on how many 10-minute rests we can do?
I think you can only do like 1 per hour, I think it is. Let me look.
How much health do we do on a 10-minute rest?
You
can go to
get all your stamina points back.
rest and recharge on your stamina, under stamina, and then hit 10-minute rest.
But no spell recharges or anything.
If you guys wanted to, or I think you have some Mark 1 healing serums. You certainly have 1. There were 2 in that little alcove.
Shit, I just
two.
You have
Yes.
2?
Well,
I
I have
had one from earlier.
I think you get...
Well, you're out of resolve points?
So when I hit rest and recharge, hold on. I'm gonna go
It took
back.
down
I'm gonna
your-
increase
goes
this
down.
down to 4, and I'm gonna redo that. I'm sorry.
Can you be out of resolve points? I think you can.
If you're out of resolve points, you'll die the moment you get hit, right? Or
The moment that you drop, that you lose all of your health points, you will die if you don't have any resolve
Yeah.
points. So maybe,
Yeah.
Nico, you get Mark 1 healing serum instead,
Yeah.
right?
So
Yeah. Okay. So it's 1d8 hit points if you want to use a healing serum.
I'll take that.
Okay. Heal yourself.
That's a
Here's
4.
is going to ask Dr. OK. Oh, I'm sorry.
4. Okay. That's good.
Yes.
You got anything that could top my my spells off?
Not specifically, unless the healing serum can do that.
I don't think it can.
Probably not then. All right, no worries, thanks. I'm going to try to check that. Yeah?
I can give you like a bonus on skills checks or something, like in combat, but nothing right now. Yeah, in the future, I will keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a tough moment. You guys are pulling everything together. Lozu is not at full health by any means. You all are really coming down to...
I reload. I don't equip, but I reload the semi-auto pistol that I picked up and all the other things to top off.
What else are you guys thinking? I mean, this feels a little bit like you're finally going to go see what this relic is, finally see what it's all about and what everything's going on. And you're gearing up. This is like the push, the sprint. You know, this is you got to keep sprinting, but you guys are starting to really feel the effects of being low on health and spells.
And I don't trust anybody on this ship. Like, the professor could be the bad guy for all we know.
Yep.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't even know. Yeah, who knows? Could be anything.
Nico's thinking, get control of the situation.
Nico almost lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Heerz is a little apprehensive because he's like chalk out of spells, and but he's really excited for this relic for sure.
The promise of treasure keeps you going.
It's the main motivator for Heerz at this
Keeps
point.
you going. Dr. OK, you reload. You seem to have a calm and cool collective standing in the hallway of the Chimera.
Just, we need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible.
I'm ready to move forward.
Okay.
Let's move.
So, standing in the dimly lit hallway of the Chimera on the left side, you start to move forward, and I will reveal it for you, up to the port cargo bay. Now, as you come up, you see a hallway that mirrors everything on the starboard side. You see it extends up to a corner where it dead ends at the edge of the ship, and 2 sets of double doors on your right as you begin to move up.
I roll perception. Oof. That's a 9 plus 5 is a 14.
9 plus 5
Looking
is
at the
14.
hallway, the doors, just see if anything looks out of place.
Okay. Nothing looks out of place looking down the hallway.
Heerz is gonna
It just looks like a hallway.
roll cantrip.
And I would suggest to Lozu to come tightly follow with us.
Yes, sorry. She says I was revealing the map and making sure everything was good.
Lozu was revealing the map. She's the bad guy.
What?
I'm the game master, she says.
She starts cackling.
Yeah, she's cackling. The most dangerous animal is humans, she says. All right.
Heerz casts detect magic through the door. Yeah.
What's the rule?
Yeah.
Oh, you have detect magic.
Give me a
He has a
read-down
cantrip.
on detect
Oh, dang.
magic.
Why did you say that? I was asking about that earlier.
Well, we did all kinds of checks. I mean,
I know.
if none of those were hidden, then I didn't think it would. But all right, so you detect all magic spells, effects, items, and objects, including those on or affecting creatures you can see, as well as hybrid items in the area. You can't detect magical traps in this way, as they are created with additional magic that wards them from this common spell. Each round you concentrate on the same area, you can determine if one magic source you detect is from a spell, magic item, or other effect, and the caster level or item level of the effect. You can't determine if there are magical sources in areas you can't see. Well, then this won't work. Or if there was a magic source in an area at one time, but then has since expired.
But it's up to 1 minute per level. So if you cast it now, we can then cast it as you open the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
But you could cast it now and look at Lozu and see if anything.
All right, so Heerz casts it. Immediately, just like about faces, it just stares into Lozu.
glares at Lozu.
And then, yeah, why not?
Okay.
And we'll carry
and then
that
Rick-
over into the room.
No, nothing.
Rick is going to say we need to split up and enter, separate.
Tactically,
Nico's-
I agree.
That's the way. Tactically, sorry.
Nico's going to go with Rick here.
Okay, so where are you guys going? Describe to me where you're looking, because I'm
So,
one for the
yeah, there's
listeners
a
and 2 for
hallway.
me.
similar to the cargo bay on the other side, there are two sets of doors on the same hallway, and the hallway comes to an abrupt end at that end. So as you're walking down the hallway, there's a door on the right, and then there's another door at the past that, and that's the end of the hallway. And we know from the other side that both doors enter the same large cargo space area. So the plan here is to enter both doors at the same time.
Okay.
And that way we're spread out
Enter
and have better
both
tactical advantage.
Doors at the same time.
Are you writing this down?
What?
Are we reaching? Is that what we're
Yeah.
doing? Are we stacking up? Because really, we should stack up on one. And
Well, I mean, tactically, you'd want to
Yeah.
be able to get multiple perspectives and be able to pincer.
Yes. Lozu is going to look over at Dr. OK and get on the other side of the door. And she's
what is Lozu's armament?
she is currently wearing a give me 1 second as I scroll back.
I'm just worried that we have
She's fine. Like she has on stuff that allows her to
no, but I'm we have both of our guns in one corner.
what do you mean
Whatever.
both your guns in one corner?
Oh, he's saying Nico should go to the other side.
Yeah, either Heerz or myself should
I'll
go to the other
agree with
side.
that.
I'll go.
Nico, you should move down. And Rick will say that. He'll look at you and be like, the other gun should be at the other door.
All right.
And Lozu's also going to stay down there?
Yeah, she's gonna stay down there.
Cool. I think we're ready.
You are ready. Okay, yeah, Lozu.
That's how Rick says it. We're ready.
She has a flight suit station wear that gives her some.
Turned into like a
Oh my god, I'm excited.
Marine
This is
in
gonna-
Vietnam.
This is going to be interesting for sure. So,
Nico, before he goes in, is going to put away one of his guns, and he's going to draw his sword in his left hand and his blaster in his right.
oh,
Heerz has his sword already out.
okay.
Rick's got his artillery laser.
Dr. OK has his caustic liquidator equipped.
Okay.
And his detect magic is still passively in the sensing stuff as we go through.
My heart's beating out of my chest. This is going to be good.
I can hear it.
Yeah, it's
It's in the background.
good.
Dum-dum.
We're either getting ready to listen to Heartquake, self shout out, Heartquake Saga.
Heartbreak Saga. Great.
Check it out on Spotify. We're getting ready to, or about ready to listen
Tasty
to
licks.
That's right.
Yeah, some
Or
tasty
about ready
licks
to
from your
listen
weapons.
to Edge of Glory by Lady Gaga.
Definitely the latter. I figured that was the best way to finally see what's going on with the relic, because you're just on the edge of glory.
Indeed.
Yeah.
You called it, Nick.
So we're going to need you to sing it, Nick, as we enter the door.
Don't actually sing it. Not that I don't love your voice.
It's not
We
that
all
kind of
love your voice
podcast.
because it's on the intro of the podcast. But for this moment, I want you guys to picture that you're standing in front of the door. You're waiting. The doors haven't opened. Are you opening them stealthily?
Can you? We talked about this a million times. You can't stealthily open these
You
doors.
can't, but I can still ask if you want to make a stealth roll. So that way you're stealthy.
No.
The door might not be stealthy,
Nope.
but you're stealthy.
So Rick is actually going to hold an action
actually,
to shoot if
yeah.
anything looks
What
suspicious.
Yeah.
Can we trip the sensor? I have a question.
Okay.
Okay. I want to propose that we rig these doors to
explode.
No. To open randomly, like a couple times where we're not around, and then it would appear that they're like on the fritz, and then we sneakily come up to the door that opens.
I mean, we could stand back and just tap the button a bunch of times.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, if you want, Lozu can hold up her wrist and it'll open,
Ding
and
dong.
she doesn't need to be
Well,
near
we
it.
all have this. We all have the
And
wrist thing.
no, you don't all
Can we
have the
hold
wrist
the doors
thing.
open?
Rick, you have one.
What?
Okay.
You said we had the wrist.
No. Let's make this clear.
key.
I don't know how you guys misunderstood this.
I thought we all had
She
it.
was like,
No,
"Come here
I
and
thought
check
we
the
all
doors."
had the
No,
code.
I did not say to you.
I thought it was
she
a code.
walked over to
I thought it
all
was
of
a
you
code.
and gave you a wrist implant. No, she said to you, hold
Yeah.
on. No. She said to you, here is the key card that opens all of them. I have a wrist feature. Only 2 people on the ship have it, me and the captain. That is what she said.
Oh man, can I roll a memory
Yes.
check to see if the captain had his arm cut off or not?
He did not have his arm cut off.
Okay, so we're good.
Did we have?
So Rick goes back and cuts his arm off.
Take 20. Take 20.
He is a
Okay,
robot.
so then I like this plan. So yeah, Rick's gonna step back and
So you guys are going to step back.
and then we're gonna just like scan the door and let him open, and then do like perception checks without.
All right, fine. Why not? It's a
We
good
actually
idea.
like. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I was just
Fuck it.
throwing it out there.
So let me say
like,
this.
are we dig-dong ditching?
Are you going to let the door open and then not look in? Is that what you're going to do?
I'm gonna just listen in.
You're going to listen.
Well, yeah, it's do perception without looking. That's still listening,
Okay.
right?
I'm not going to reveal it then.
Smell? Can I smell it?
Nico, are you moving or no? Are you going to stand up for the door or no?
Yeah, Nico, Heerz, you're staying on the other side of that door as well, correct?
Yeah.
There's the
So,
door's two
yeah.
squares.
It's 2 squares. So are you going to move?
Yeah. So Nico is going to ask Lozu to move back behind the corner.
Well, she has to open the door.
Yeah, she has to be right here.
I thought she gave us a key card.
No.
She has
Oh
it
my
in the wrist,
God.
and we have a key card.
Wait, one
We
of
have
us has a
one
key card, though,
keyboard
right,
card,
John?
And she has a wrist thing.
Yeah, Dr. OK has the key card.
Okay. Nico's going to turn behind Lozu, and he's going to say, give me the key card, please.
She doesn't have a key card, Nick.
Nick, she doesn't have a key card. It is
I
in
thought
her
she-
wrist. No, she gave the
No.
key card to Rick.
Oh, okay. Rick has it.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
I blame John. John confused all
No,
of us.
I actually
so there's
forgot
one.
that Rick had it too.
Shh. Okay, so Lozu has the card in her wrist,
Implanted?
She has-
and then she handed us a key card.
It's implanted. It's
She
implanted.
deputized us
She has a
with
chip
the key card.
With a
basically.
key card that unlocks it. Yes. And she said only 2 people have the wrist implant, me and the captain.
But there's 100 of these.
No, she didn't say how many
cards.
cards there were. But if you want to ask her, you could.
Just keep planting things until he accepts.
No,
John, we
no.
There's
blame
100
you.
cards.
I'm picky.
So Dr. OK and Rick are sharing one key card. Lozu has the other.
She doesn't have a card. She has the chip. Dr. OK, if you
Yeah, same
remember,
thing,
you
whatever.
tried to
Key chip.
pickpocket her. And this is the reason why you didn't find a card on her because she doesn't carry around a card.
You see, this is how you get space slice.
This is how you get space slice. All right, now that my heart's been going for several minutes now, we can discuss the finer details of who has a biochip and who doesn't.
All right, so Nico, move out of the way of the door.
All right, Nico.
I mean, we don't have. I mean,
Can we move
peer
Lozu
in.
back behind the corner? Oh, man. Yeah, just, sorry.
Nick,
Gosh,
Nick,
damn it.
what is going on, Nick?
Space. Well, all right.
How about okay? Wait, or how about a new plan?
All right.
Oh, this is going to be rich.
We go in staggered.
Like,
What does
Just
that
like
mean?
Like
Mick
one
Jagger.
person goes in with
Oh,
a
yeah.
distraction, and the other person tries to sneak in.
Not that I think I'm the best person with the most health, but I think I could hold someone's attention.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say.
I don't have any stealth, so I'm just going to be big guns in the corner.
Leave it to rapid shot.
Leave it to quick fire and misstep. Quick fire and
I
misstep.
don't have
Fast guns.
stealth either, really. So
So what are you guys
I
thinking?
have a -1 for stealth.
The lights
no,
are
okay.
slowly flickering. The hallway is quiet.
fuck it.
Rick
Leroy
scans
Jenkins.
the key card and the door.
You got that sound clip queued up, Will?
Yeah, sorry.
That was
You
pretty
got
close.
It's got a clip because it actually clips in the audio from the.
There it is.
I love that clip. I really do.
Excellent. 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 Excellent.
Damn it, Leroy!
Damn it, Leroy.
God dang it, Leroy.
All right, I'm going to reveal it, and I will tell you guys what you see.
All right,
So we're going back to the original plan of just like opening the door. And
Oh
shooting?
no, I thought I was going
We're
in.
just all gonna go in.
I don't understand
Yeah.
the communication. We're really doing a good job today.
We're shouting down the hallway right now.
Guys,
You go first.
no, I'm going to go.
All right,
No,
everyone,
you have
take
the.
your key cards.
We all have key cards. what are you talking
go
about?
First.
We all have key cards. It's fine.
Rick pushes the up button on his speaker
Oh my
volume.
goodness.
Guys, I need you to enter first. I will shoot from behind.
Nico's gonna go in. Fuck it.
And it turns the volume back down.
I'm going to
Somebody
open.
open the door.
Yeah.
All right, so Nico
I'm-
just went in.
So Nico is going to go in.
He did Leroy Jenkins.
He literally Leroy
I got
Jenkins.
sick of this. I'm going in.
All
Dang
right.
it, Nico.
This is what happens when you overanalyze your combat.
Yeah.
And you're like,
You guys gotta keep yourselves on a short leash here.
You call me Quick Fire Leroy.
Quick fire Jenkins.
More like quick feet.
All right. Quick feet Jenkins. Finally, at last, you get to go into the port cargo bay. Now, it looks similar. Hang on. It looks similar to the starboard cargo bay.
But
Several crates, however, within the cargo bay have been opened, and their contents, cheap trade goods and mass-produced trinkets, are spilled across the area. But there's one large container, though, in the center that's been separated. Nico,
Stop moving, Nico.
Don't move. I'm reading what's going on. I'm reading what's going on. Move yourself back. Move yourself back.
for the listeners, Nico's marker is slowly moving
Yes,
across
don't
the
move,
screen.
buddy.
John
Don't
revealed
move.
the section and he's just started.
All I want is a clean description of the cargo bay with no interruptions.
No.
And I can't get
I
it.
have to re-record this whole episode.
One large container, though, has been separated from the rest, and its computerized locks have been destroyed. Its physical latches bent out of place, and one of the sides is flat on the floor. And there's a small silvery box on a pedestal sitting inside. The box's smooth sides are nearly identical except for a biometric scanner on one. Nico, you're the first to see this. And that also means that you're the first to see that from inside this crate and the darkness, there's a figure that steps out from behind the plinth. The haggard look in her eyes and bruises on her face. You see Algiata Eom, and that's our game.
No! Oh, man. Oh, is this the real one or the fake one?
Okay, guys, Nico Orion here. I don't know if I agree with this decision. Those captives could easily come up behind us and slit our throats when we're not even looking. To add insult to injury, we finally find Algiata in her room, balled up in this cargo container. Now, I'm willing to see it through because I need to figure out what's going on here, but something's just not right. In any case, Nico Orion signing off. See you next time on Will Save.